YouTube, what's up? It's your boy 360GZ, and today in this video I did a fade, a basic mid fade with waves. All right, I'm gonna teach all my barber students how to do it, but before I start this video, I really want to give a special shout out to J_blends_. I'm gonna show you guys his Instagram right now. All right, you guys need to check him out. All right, this is one of my, I want to say one of my greatest followers. I mean, he always showing love, always, you know, supporting me. When I go live on Instagram, he's always on there. He always commenting. You know, this is one of my biggest barber followers. I really want to give him a shout out. So shout out to J_blends. But it's your boy 360GZ. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned and watch this video. It's finna be dope. Nice blend up into the fade with the to the waves onto the top and to the. I'm gonna stop talking because this video really needs to really start now, so stay tuned. Alright YouTube, the first step I'm going to take is putting in my ball guideline. I'm using my Wahl Magic clip. These are modified balders. Basically, I'm basically setting my guideline in like this. Instead of using my Andis Slimline Pros and putting in a harsh guideline, I'm putting it in like this for beginners out there that don't really have those type of clippers to put in hard guidelines, or if you put in those guidelines and you notice the harsh line and you notice that, you know, you can't get out the line, this is a better way. But I still have to say this is a basic fade. I'm not really contouring the fade, the guideline to his head, so it's not really that difficult to make a ball guideline, you know, with this, you know, basic fade. But as you can see, I'm dropping it to the back a little bit behind the hook, and just to give it, you know, a little bit of contour. I'm not really focusing on, but for the most part, I'm putting the guideline in pretty low so I can have a greater transition. Right now, I'm putting in my second guideline, which is the lever open, using my Oster speed lines. These basically are fast feeds, and I know that you guys hear this a lot in my videos, but you know, I gotta tell the new subscribers that's coming in what I'm using. And you know, these are zero gaps in every one of my videos. All my fast feeds or any clipper that I'm using to set guidelines, they are zero gaps, so just keep that in mind. Right now I'm putting in the guideline about 1 inch and keeping it neat. Alright, when you set these guidelines in, you want to keep everything neat, because that's gonna, you know, be the outcome of your fade at the end. You know, if you have a sloppy guideline, if you're setting guideline sloppy, chances are your fade, the whole fade is going to come out sloppy. So make sure you keep these guidelines very neat, and keep the distance between each guideline the same also. Alright, right now I got my one guard open, and I'm basically setting in the same guideline the same way, just a different guard. Right now I'm going against the grain. As you've seen, sometimes the hair doesn't always go up and down. Like, you can't cut the hair up and down all the time, and the hair might not grow that way. So sometimes you got to go from the side and swipe it and make sure all the hair is even. Right now I'm making sure that the hair again is all even, and I'm going up the same distance that I set the first guideline in, because it goes back to basically how everything is going to turn out. You know, if you got a longer one guard going up, it's going to look different from how the blend could be even. You know what I mean? It could start off as a smooth transition, but if one guideline is bigger than the other, it's going to look a little weird. Using the 2-guard open, right now I'm just not necessarily setting the guideline. I'm just running the clipper straight up against his head. I'm not digging in. I'm doing that so I don't really, you know, dig into the hairs on top. I'm just focusing on what's on the side, and I'm knocking off basically the bulk around the ridge of his head. My client wanted a 2 on top, so right now I got the 2 closed. Basically the 2 open is a 2.5, and the 2 closed is an actual 2. So make sure you guys understand that. Right now I'm going with the grain of his pattern, just making sure everything is even. I will hit it with the freehand trim again, with the grain also, but for the most part right now I'm just running that 2 closed, just going with the pattern, making sure I'm real careful around this crown area, because you don't want to go in a different direction on his crown, because you'll cause like a real gouge, and you don't want that. Alright, right now I see some bulk at the top, so I got my 2-guard closed and I'm basically flicking out and cleaning up the top a little bit. This is nothing major, just if you see imperfections in your blend, just attack it with a lever closed on whatever guard, you know, whatever area that you put the guideline in. Alright, normally I soften up the guideline in the middle with a 1-guard close, but I'm just going to go straight into it with the 0-guard close and flick out that bottom line. The flick out motion is important, okay? Don't forget to use your corners. Don't forget that it may not all be an up and down motion. You might have to go sideways to get it at a different angle. Just make sure that you know that it's breaking the line, and instead of bringing the guideline up, you're just breaking the line. You know what I mean? Don't focus on bringing the guideline up. Don't look at it like that. Look at it as all you're doing is breaking the line using that flick out motion. You want to go to the line and flick out. Don't be afraid to play with your levers also. When I say play with your levers, I mean open them slightly. You know, it doesn't hurt to open them slightly to get a different length and attack a different area. So don't be solely focused on the zero guard close. Keep in mind that sometimes you might have to open it a little bit to take a certain spot out, or, you know, perfect a certain area. When blending, also it's important to comb or brush down the hairs while you're cutting. So the last step is to take out the bottom line. I'm using my lever closed. Again, my Oster speed lines are zero gap, so it's easier for me to take out this bottom line. But make sure you use the flick out motion, go to the line and flick out. You're actually breaking the line, not going up and bringing the fade up. It's important that you don't think like that, because, you know, when I first started, my thing was, you know, let me bring it up more, let me bring it up more, and that's kind of the wrong way of thinking. So if you put in your mind to break the line, it'll prevent you from actually bringing up the fade. You guys want to develop a flick out motion. You know, if your hand is real stiff, loosen up your hands, man. Relax, okay? Relax. I can't stress that enough. Relax with your hands and flick out, you know what I mean? Like, get into the motion, get into the groove of it. Don't be stiff while you're cutting hair, and just practice though. You don't have to practice on the head, just kind of practice with the clipper in your hand and just, you know, work on flicking out. Right now I'm using my Andis GTX. I modified these clippers. These are your basic clippers that come from Amazon. I just cut the top off so it looks like a skeleton clipper. There's no real way to teach you guys how to line up. Basically, I can give you some pointers and some tips, but spritz and hairspray are your best bet when it comes to like keeping the line intact. Like, if you spray spritz on the lineup and brush it down, the hair will firm up and stay in place. That way it's easier for you to be able to cut the hair off smoothly. It's always important if the client has waves at the top or he doesn't have to have waves, but with waves it's just extremely important in my opinion to do a freehand trim, okay? This technique really finishes off a cut, okay? It goes from looking frizzy at the top to everything looking real laid. YouTube, this is the cut, and if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button now, all right? I appreciate all my students out there in the classroom watching me right now, all the instructors that's allowing it to happen. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, that's why I made this video for you students out there that want to do a basic fade, want to know how to cut waves at the top, and just how to finish a cut. So I appreciate all my subscribers for watching. The notification gang was good. Y'all here? I know you're here. You're saying first. Thank you a lot. It's your boy 360 GZ, and I'm out of here. Cheers.